I organized this event because I have really a real passion for quantum physics and mathematics and science in general. And I would like to share it with the general public, with people who are not experts in the field. And the problem is that quantum physics and science often require mathematics as a language, and this language is complicated for the majority of the population. So that's why we thought of using arts like video, like music, like paintings, juggling. You will see we will have a juggling talk on mathematics. And in this way we try at least to open up a way and to convey a message of beauty about the scientific world and about the nature, the world where we live. Most probably we will have really a technological revolution coming up in which quantum technologies like quantum computers, for example, will become available. And in this case, really everybody has to know what is behind this new technological, because potentially they can be also very threatening. So we do need a scientific education. We need it already now, because we live in such a technological, high-level technology society that we need to understand really how science works, to understand when we have to vote and take a decision about power plants, what we are voting for. We have to understand when we have to take decisions on environmental issues, what we are talking about. So we need to develop a scientific mentality. And we also need to understand that mathematics and physics can be really fun.
Almost everyone who does any kind of science or mathematics thinks about everything they do in the terms of science and mathematics. You can't have an engineer or a physicist or a mathematician who'll do anything without thinking about the mathematics or the engineering or the physics behind it. So when I learned to juggle and started to look at different ways of juggling, different patterns to make, immediately the first thing I wanted to do was to find structure, find the ways it worked, and that meant looking at the science and then the mathematics underneath it. It's just something that scientists and mathematicians always do. You can't stop them from doing that. I think this kind of event raises the awareness of what science is, what science tries to do, how science works, and just how widespread science is, with the different things that it looks at. We're looking at the different ways that it can be used to investigate atoms. We're looking at the ways that it can interact with creativity, with writing, with music. In my case, the ways it can help people learn to juggle and to understand the juggling that happens. So for people to see science in so many different places, being used in so many different ways, is tremendously important, and not to see science as just being men and women in white coats with clipboards and special glasses, but as a way to think, a way to look at all of the world. That's the message that we try to get through to people.